Alright, so for this video we're going to be using the Adobe Sketch app. This is for your Aboriginal Art Project. So you're going to open up your Adobe Sketch app and you're going to hit the blue plus in the bottom corner and you're going to open up a new document. So now I have my new document right here. So what I want to do is I would like to bring in a reference image that I found from the internet into this page now. So I'm going to hit the plus sign. And then it says sketch layer and image layer. So the sketch layer is to draw on, and the image layer would be importing an image. So I'm going to hit image layer from my iPad, going to my photos. Here's the picture that I recently found. So I'm going to bring this in. All right, if you want to resize it, you can resize it. Then I'm going to hit done. So now I have my image right there. All right, what I would like to now do is I want to hit the plus sign, and I'm going to hit a sketch layer. On this sketch layer, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be tracing the outline of it because I don't really need all the details or even the whole image. So I'm going to switch on the left side. I'm going to go to that pen tool. I can click on it and I can put whatever color I want. I'm going to switch. I'll use black. That's fine. So then what I'm going to do here, I'm also going to make the size thinner. If you notice, you can change the thickness and the thinness. Once you press on that area, if you go up or down, it changes the size of it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline on the sketch layer. Make sure that you're on that layer and you're not on the other one. Okay, and you just want to outline really carefully because this is going to be our base. You can also choose any image that you would like. So now I have my image traced. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to hide that original image layer because I only want the outline. So now mine might be a little bit plain because I just have the one lizard. So what I can do is I can add two lizards in if I want to. I can also slightly change what my drawing looks like. All right, if I decided maybe the tail is a little bit plain for me, what I can do is I can choose the eraser tool. All right, and I can erase this tail. And then I can go back, I could take the pen tool, and I could change what it looks like. And I can just change up the shape of it if I want to. All right, I might go and just change this part. I might make it a little bit fatter. All right, now if I want, I can make two of this guy because it's a little bit plain and he's just by himself. So what I can do is I can go to my sketch layer right here. I'm going to hit first transform because I'm going to move him over just a little bit and hit done. Now I'm going to go back to that layer. When I click on it again, this time I'm going to hit duplicate. All right, so it's towards the middle of it and it's the two little squares, one with the plus, and I'm going to hit duplicate. So now I have a second layer of it. So now I'm going to again click this layer. I'm going to hit transform. Now I can move my second one. So I could do whatever I want with this one. So I might want to just, maybe I'll have two of them like this. If I want to, you could change them any way that you want. All right, it's totally up to you how you want to transform them. You can play around with the composition. All right, so now I have the two lizards there. All right, and I didn't have to trace it over twice. If you want to, you can trace it twice. It's totally up to you. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to form another layer. Okay, so now I'm going to form another sketch layer. This is the first layer that I'm going to draw on. That's going to be part of my actual project. All right, what I also might want to do is for those sketch layers that I'm going to be working on, you can change your opacity so they're a little bit lighter so they don't stand out so much and you could see your colors more. So since I'm going to be working on just this guy right now, I'm going to do that for him. Now I'm going back to my sketch layer. All right, we are going to continue using this same tool that we were using. We're going to use this for the whole entire project. All right, so what I would like to do is I want to use a color, all right, that kind of works with the Aboriginal art color. So I'm going to choose this yellowish color here. So what I'm going to do is I am now going to outline on this sketch layer the whole entire lizard, and I'm going to be using just dots. This whole project is going to be using dots. You don't have to use yellow. If you do want to incorporate some other colors, you can. That's totally fine. It's easier to do the outlines using smaller dots because that way you can add more detail into it. And if it's easier for you to zoom in as you're doing this, you can also do that. Okay, so you want to take your time, make sure you have both of your guys completely outlined using just dots, all right? Because then you'll be able to hide your base layer.